absolutely hate open concept floor plans, and I'm an interior designer, so I have to work with them all the time. It's my personal opinion that your dining room and living room and kitchen were never supposed to be all one big banquet hall type space. There's so much value to having designated spaces for designated activities. I think they are out for 2026 and hopefully for good. So I'm already pissed off because this is a huge waste of space. It's just a thoroughfare to connect the two sides of the house. You can't put anything here. And yes, in the floor plan, it looks fine and it makes sense because you need room to walk and you would want that separation. In practice, it just feels like a bowling alley. Every wall you take away that is less cabinetry space, you have to think like what this cabinetry is actually looking like. So first of all, there's this mechanical closet, which why the fuck is it there? The fridge, dishwasher, I assume maybe you could fit a drawer or a trash pull out there. Kitchen sink underneath that is unusable. Then you have a corner area, which everybody in this world despises corner cabinetry. Then you have maybe some drawers next to the range itself, and a sliver next to that. And then the island, half of which is unusable because you have seating. Next is the living room that is also a dining room. Pet peeve here, pulling dining chairs out to hit the back of a sofa. And this dining experience, I just know, does not feel cozy or intentional or like a space where you go to have a meal. It feels like an all-purpose room where dining doesn't feel like a sit-down dinner experience. TV is probably on. Might as well just be eating on the sofa at that point. This coffee table is a mile away from the sofa for some reason. I get that they're trying to fill up the space, and I see that they left space for the door swing to not hit the couch. Thank God. When these doors are closed, this is just more open space, just emptiness. So this is what we were starting off with. The client wanted open concept, so I'll show you what I suggested. I sent a couple options, but this one was my favorite. I feel like I was really tapping into the Frank Lloyd Wright energy of the galley kitchen. I remember hearing that his philosophy was like the kitchen was solely practical utilitarian workspace, and then the rest of the house was like to be enjoyed. And I wanted to maximize the space in a creative way. I opened up the kitchen with a little doorway here that leads you from the kitchen to the living room to kind of like feel like it's all cohesive and you can access it from multiple points, but still preserving that separation that makes the kitchen its own thing. And to reference, these were the general vibes that I was going for, very mid-century. I wanted to kind of stay true to the house and the fact that it already had the dining room and kitchen conjoined. They only had cabinetry along this like L of this wall. So I wanted to maximize this and give that like sense of separation between the kitchen and dining room by extending this peninsula out. And it was a family, and she shared that they weren't looking for a dedicated like formal dining room. So I did a built-in bench, which just felt a little more casual and practical, helped maximize the space. If that didn't convince you to not do an open concept floor plan, then nothing will.